Alrighty. So we are starting off on the Santiago Creek Trail. So yesterday, before walking out the door, I decided to use Apple Maps to pick the fastest route to work. It's just kind of a spontaneous thing, and I know that Apple Maps and Google Maps sometimes has some goofy directions, and so this today we're gonna do Google Maps suggestion of the fastest route from point A to point B, so from the city of Orange to Irvine. Yesterday I chose the Apple Maps one first because at first glance I could tell it was kind of a chaotic route. So the Google Maps route, I think I have a video published of this route from last week, but I don't know. So we're kind of purposefully running late. So it's about 6:05 right now. Ideally, we get to work by 6:45. But we'll see. We will see. But actually, in the comments from my video that I published last night, the Apple Maps route, someone in the comments mentioned Commute, an app designed for commuting. So, which I think I'm going to do just for, just to add something different to the ride. So I might do that. I don't usually use maps when I ride. I mean, I definitely love looking at, so we're on Yorba right now. This is Yorba. We're going to take this into Tustin. But I definitely love looking at maps. So, sometimes I'll just, what's this? So sometimes I just, I'll look at maps and kind of just explore, and not necessarily before a ride, but sometimes before a ride, or sometimes to try to figure out a ride. But once I get on the street, I try to avoid using maps. I don't know, it's just kind of part of the fun. So yeah, this route is I know pretty well, so we're just gonna be taking Yorba And for some reason my Google Maps isn't dictating the route to me, but I don't need it to. So we're gonna go to Yorba, Vandenberg, Yorba, which turns into Pacific Street, and then Pacific Street to Main, past all the freeways, and then Williams, look at that trench. Woo! Whoa. Williams to the car mall, to Edinger, to Red Hill, to Barranca, to Von Carmen. Yeah, treacherous. This little section here. But yeah, this was a pretty common route for me when I first started a year ago. So the Lectric XP 3.0 is still on the road. It is still on the road. So 7,032 miles before we left today. There's absolutely no shoulder right here. Just in time to let the car by. Look at that car. Man. So this route's not too bad in the morning. I like it. It's definitely a very relaxing route. I don't really prefer anything east of the 55 freeway in the afternoons, except now that I've started going further, like Tustin Ranch Road or you know, the Peters Canyon Trail. That's made it fun because I can pretty much skirt around Tustin proper, and that's cool. But a route like this, for some reason, I always get I don't know what it is about this route. I've talked about it before, but yeah, anything from Red Hill to the 55 freeway in the afternoon is always kind of a mess for me. Once again, we're another day of sleep debt. This time it was my fault. Yesterday afternoon at about, I don't know, about 12:30 or 1, I had a monster, and I've been sleeping good, so I was like, well, if I have to stay up late, it's fine, you know. One day without enough sleep is okay. sleep deprivation is something I've dealt with for a very long time. That's probably why I'm a little bit off. But yeah, I went to go to sleep responsibly at 10. So if I get 6.5 hours of sleep, that's a good night's rest. And as I get older, I need less and less sleep. But 6.5 hours is good. So I will put on my white noise at 10 and then usually fall asleep by 10:30. But not last night. All right, we're to Irvine Boulevard. So yeah, last night I was just like, just pretty much laying there. But it's not torturous, I'll listen to white noise in the background and kind of meditate. And it's not one of those things, I don't stress out about it. It's not one of those things where you're tossing and turning and getting all annoyed, which makes you never fall asleep. I just kind of slip deeper and deeper into some altered state of consciousness that's actually kind of enjoyable. And actually I think if you get we're just passing First Street in Tesla. I think if you get those that alpha state in during meditation, they say 30 minutes of deep meditation is equal to 2 hours of sleep, which I don't know if I believe that. But I probably fell asleep at midnight and woke up at 5, so I don't feel too bad, but I definitely don't feel like I gained 2 hours of sleep. We'll see how the day unfolds. All right, so we just turned right onto Main Street. This is a pretty familiar route if you've watched the channel before. Doing a little hill climb. We got the 5 freeway, the 55 freeways right here. 5 freeways right here. It's a massive interchange. So I could probably stay in the street, but I like this little pathway here up on the sidewalk because it's kind of it's really narrow. I have a decent amount of room. I have probably 12 inches on each side of my handlebars, maybe a little less. Whoa. All right, so we're going to be turning left onto William Street. let some air out of my tires. The air pressure right now is supposed to be 20 in the back and 20 in the front. But I think I think the front is a little bit low right now. So my rear inner tube definitely has a puncture that's been sealed by slime. I don't know. I don't think it's leaking though. Got the commuter scooter in front of us. So we're crossing McFadden. Definitely used a lot of battery already. But we're halfway, so this is definitely completely opposite of yesterday's ride as far as intensity goes. Very mellow. We're at one of the auto malls. I guess this is, I don't know what this one's called. Santa Ana Auto Mall? I don't know. So it's not quite misty and overcast as it was yesterday. I really struggled with the well, I didn't struggle. Struggle's not the right word. I really had to spend a lot of time on the lighting and color for yesterday's video. It was, you know, it has that haze to it because of the all the mist in the air. So it makes it look like you know, your video has too much like when you go on the lighter side of the contrast, it makes it look kind of fuzzy, and I don't like the way that looks. I like definitive lines, so I didn't want people to think that it was a bad edit, and that's why it was like that. It was just a lot of, it's just weather conditions. So the maps want me to stay on Edinger to Red Hill, which we'll do. And we're gonna go ahead and stay on this side of the street since we have the light. Hopefully I don't run into anybody else on the street here. So today I wore my Vans. These are my my favorite riding shoes. All right, here we go. Here's another commuter. Hi. I usually wear my work shoes, which are Reeboks, and they're comfortable, but they have a composite toe. I don't really do work anymore that requires a composite toe, but it's just out of habit I get work shoes, and they're actually more comfortable than the Vans, like long term. Oh man, you gotta get this light. Ah, shit. God damn. Yikes. It's alright.
Wait.
Yeah, they're more comfortable than Vans long term. For riding a bike, it's like riding a skateboard. I want to feel the pedals. I like to feel the pedals, and the soles on Vans are super thin. With my work shoes, they're very padded. All right, so let's see where we're at here. We're at 24 minutes. 7.5 miles. This is basically completely opposite of yesterday's ride. So I don't know if there were any kind of filters or anything on the maps, like why Apple Maps would pick that route. I don't think so. I think it's just default settings on both map apps. Yeah, no reason there's not a bike lane right here at all. Yeah, and for some reason they want me to go all the way to Barranca. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go on Valencia. So this isn't really an accurate comparison at this point. However, it's just Barranca is not it's just not a street I want to ride on. I don't think it's too bad of a deviation from their suggestion. So it's probably similar to yesterday where I overshot just slightly on Apple Maps. But the less time I spend on Red Hill, the better. Yeah, I mean, all these streets from Tustin Ranch Road, pretty much all through here there's so many rocks. Subscriber brought up there's some kind of a rock quarry. I mean, you can see all these massive dirt hills, but over in I don't know, somewhere over here there's like a rock plant. But I gotta imagine that a lot of these rocks are getting kicked up into people's windshields. Maybe not back here, but for sure on Tustin Ranch Road. They're not doing a very good job of, there's probably rocks that get caught on the outside of their trucks, and little crevices and stuff like that. And instead of cleaning that all off before they leave, they just take off with rocks falling all over the place. It's actually pretty irresponsible. All right, so we are to Barranca. And hopefully this car triggers a light. Temptation to blow this intersection is very high. I should have hit that crossing sign, but too late now. This is part of it. All right, so we're turning on to Barranca, or as the maps like to say, Barranca. Maybe it is Barranca, I don't know. So I don't expect this video to get a lot of accolades whatsoever. Or my commentary. All right, So we are at 10 miles. Two more miles to go. 32 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and bump it up to pedal assist 5 and try to gain some time. It's 6:35, so we'll definitely make it by 6:45. But will we make it by 6:40? I don't think so. I think we'll get there about 6:42. Man, these brakes that I got, I can't remember. I think they were $10 for the set that are on here, and then the second set I got are they were on sale, I think for 20% off, so they're like $8. These have been the best brakes I've gotten so far. I don't know how many miles I put on the bike since I put these on, but it's been a lot. I would say a couple of thousand. These tires are doing okay too. So the tires that come with Lectric are very, very thin, and I still rode them until they just weren't usable anymore. I rode those I think for 4,000 miles. I swapped the front with the back, and I was getting flats, on a regular basis. I mean, with slime in the tires, it didn't leave me stranded, but when I changed tires, the whole outside of both tires were little polka dots of green slime, which I talked about already once, but actually looked kind of cool. So you'd see the little spots all worn out from all the punctures. And so when I swapped, I'm pretty sure when I swapped tires is when I put this these brake pads in. So that was, these tires have, I guess, 3,000 miles on them, and the brakes, maybe, I don't know. The second set I bought are still in my bag, so I mean, they're not making any noise, so I don't think that they're worn through yet. Off to the races. Yeah, how long is this bike gonna last? I will be devastated if it does not last until I can get another bike. I feel like I read somewhere that I know there's people that have, 10,000 miles on these bikes. And I thought I read somewhere where that's what you're supposed to get. I mean, it's not like a guarantee or a warranty, but you should at least get 10,000 miles before what? I don't know. Before your motor stops working or the controller, I don't know. The motor's definitely a little bit I don't know, I feel like something's going on with the motor. It's not it still goes just as fast as it always has, and the performance isn't bad. It's just I feel like there's some vibration in the back. So I'll do a 7,000 mile review on this bike soon, but it'll be fast. All right, here we are, 39 minutes. So this is basically the same as yesterday. So yesterday it was 40 minutes as I got here. Right now it's going to be 40 minutes. So this is exactly the same as yesterday. But we went 0.2 miles further and 46.9 volts left, which I don't remember what it was yesterday. 46.8, 7. Anyway, well, thanks for watching my video. Not that this was a incredibly exciting one. Yesterday's was much better. But my state of mind during the ride on this is a lot more relaxed than yesterday. So, all right, we'll catch you on the next one.